G'day! In today's video I'm opening up and having a look at the ASRock Steel Legend B580. Maybe not necessarily in that order, but what do we get? We get a 12 gig video card that requires a 650 watt or greater power supply. Recommends 8 gig of RAM. Also 10th gen, we need resizable bar on your motherboard, otherwise this won't run at its full potential. So basically anything that's 10th gen or Ryzen 3000 it will work pretty well in, and from below that you will be at a performance restriction. Let's see what we get. So inside the box, what do we get in the box? We get an important notice. Cheers. Thank you for choosing ASRock. A little installation guide in a few different languages. Yeah, whatever, cool. I did have the fun of already taking this out of the packaging, as I was comparing it with the case that I'm going to install it in. I want to see what else is in the box. Is there anything else fun and exciting? No, that is all we get. We have our installation guide, we have our thank you, and we have our GPU, which at first glance, I don't mind it. I stare at it for too long and I like it a bit less, but at a quick glance, it's very plasticky, very filmy. It's going to put a film on everywhere. But we got all the right things. The cap's in here, presumably one HDMI, and the rest are going to be DisplayPort. Do you like the honeycomb design? I think I'm a fairly smaller one on this particular card. Bracket cover over here. I do like the very simplistic ASRock sticker. B580 SL Steel Legend 120 or 12 GO. Not sure what the GO means. Interesting. ARGB header. LED on or off. I like that it does actually have a standard 5-volt header on there to use on a custom controller. Plenty of graphics cards I see nowadays that have RGB control. You have to do it via software, where at this you could plug it into an ARGB controller on your system, and you can just simply change it with a button press. I like that. Good job, ASRock. Another thing I do like, these holes here. What are these for? I'm going to assume that they're a way to mount an anti-sagging bracket onto the end of your graphics card without putting it into weird locations. So that I do like as well. Granted, this particular card, the weight of it isn't super heavy compared to some, but if you can prevent GPU sag when you first get it, it's not really going to affect it later in life. So see, the first 6 months, probably no issue at all. Give it another 3 years, 5 years, that's where the sag is going to be real. Yeah, I do like it. So I'll get this in a build shortly, and we'll be able to see how it looks installed in the case. Don't know if it's going to be a white case or a black case. I'm leaning towards black, just to make this stand out even more. But for the price of this, I certainly like it. I don't mind the Steel Legend design. It does look, in one way it looks very cheap, it looks very kiddie. Another way it looks pretty cool. Yeah, I'm going to find out shortly, and so will you. So I've now got it installed, and certainly don't mind the look of it. It's a bit hard to see, there's like a honeycomb kind of pattern going on here. There we go. Yeah, the biggest challenge I had was connecting up the ARGB. Even though it's great that it's on there, it's fairly easy to bend those pins trying to plug it in. So right now that's synced up at the same ARGB as the actual fans. The card itself right now, we aren't spinning at all, not generating enough heat, not under load. I just had this stress test last night, running at about, what was it running? Furmark for about 12 hours, and no real issues. So overall, pretty happy with it. Pretty nice card. I would much rather see the bottom of it than the top. If you had a little riser card to be able to sit it mounted horizontally, I reckon that would look pretty cool. But I don't mind how the colours shine through the cooler itself. Anyway, that's the ASRock B580 Steel Legend. And I'll catch you guys later. Bye.